Where we get to do some short track racing, and that is exactly what you're going to see tonight here on the Captain Esports Network as we welcome you in to the 8th wonder of the world, the last great Coliseum, the world's fastest half mile. So many different nicknames, but there's only one Bristol Motor Speedway virtually on iRacing, and that is the site of tonight's 6th round of the FEG Xfinity Series for the Sim500 Racing League. We welcome you in. 77 degrees, 57% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and night race at Bristol. Coming up here, 140 laps halfway at 70. Of course, all presented by the Ford Entertainment Group. I'm the captain. We welcome you in against Bristol as we get ready for some great racing here in mere moments. Qualifying going on right now. Let's take a look at the points as we enter round number 6 tonight, as Daniel Falkingham off his 3rd win of the season at Atlanta leads the points right now by 14 over Chad Coleman. Pedro Mojica 20 behind with EJ O'Rourke, the Daytona winner there in 4th. Mike Kelly rounding out the top 5 in the points. And of course, the other big prize these guys are racing for this season is the wheel. Of course, the Fantech CSL direct drive wheel that is being given away by FEG, the Ford Entertainment Group. And that goes to the driver who runs the most laps this season. And here's where that stands right now. If you look over at the 8th column, you'll see laps is highlighted, and you'll see who has the most so far. Chad Coleman, Josh Adams, Eric Arnold, Chuck Sweeting. Those 4 drivers have completed every lap so far in the season. And as you see, Anthony Calantoni, Doy Woods, and others start to slowly matriculate down the list of laps ran in the season. So as you see, we are down to 4 now who have ran every lap this season, but we'll keep track of that throughout the campaign of who can run the most laps this season. But again, tonight kind of a shorter race, 140 laps. Going to be really quick around here. Of course, we might have some Bristol action because it is, well, Bristol of all places, so we could see that coming. But one thing is for sure, we're going to see the same person up front. Let's just put it like that. Daniel Falkingham looks like we'll be on the pole at a 15:10. So good lap for him. The qualifying will be wrapping up in less than a minute or so. And see, 34-37. We should be going straight to the main event here, or to a warm-up, I should say. So my chance actually to go out here for a quick minute and give you a lap around Bristol. So here we go. Don't mind my stuff. It's all kind of small on the screen. It's okay. You don't need to know what goes on, but here is basically a lap around Bristol. So you want to get to the top, basically. As you're going to see a lot of these cars do. You're going to see Kevin D. Brown come flying right through me. Again, they cannot see me on the track. I don't even know if my car sounds are on. But anyways, you do not want to go up there. If you go up there, you're going to lose all types of grip. You want to kind of bring it up here to the wall. You get max grip at this point. Off the corner. And complete a lap. This is the fastest way around right here. You do not want to do what Beasley's doing. You do not want to do what that guy's doing. And look how hard it is to miss a wreck here. And you see how quick the laps are. I've already run 3 laps. And we should be already done with the warm-up here any minute. Even the bottom groove doesn't work. Well, if you brake easy into the corner and roll off, not clip that apron, it's going to get a little loose there. But there you go. Couple laps around this Bristol for you. Yeah, you couldn't even hear the car sounds. Sorry about that. But we should be set to go with the race itself this evening. Starting lineup for the race here at Bristol tonight shows Daniel Falkingham on the pole with a 15.101. He'll start next to Glenn Campbell, who nearly stole the pole away. Tommy Ryan, he'll start inside row 2 alongside Pedro Mojica. Eric Arnold, Derek Runge will start there in row number 3. Jose Speedy Gonzalez, Tyler Dalton, they'll take row number 4. Row 5, Josh Parker, Jimmy Coleman. Doy Woods, Anthony Calantoni, good start there in the 12th position. Josh Adams, Scott Simley there, row number 7. Row 8, Kevin D. Brown and Bob Gillenwater. Row 8, I should say, Mike Kelly, E.J. O'Rourke will start there in 18th. Richard Beasley, the Ohio driver, will start next to DJ Beverly there in 20th. Chad Coleman, Brandon Key. Chad, the only driver with 5 top 10s in 5 races. We'll see if he can do that again tonight. He'll start next to Brandon Key. Jeff Hollingsworth, Charles Woods. They'll take row number 12. Row 13, Jarrett Edwards. That's a different driver name tonight, so we'll see. And Gerald Livingston. Row number 14, Doug Sigmund, Scott Stenzel, the Florida driver, starting 28th. Mark Creighton, Ron Holyfield in row 15. Row 16, Jeff Ryan will start alongside Justin Fuller. Chuck Sweeting, Randy Oakham there in row number 17. I had to make sure I got the numbers right. John Mustin Jr. and Kevin England there, and also J. Randall Watkins, the 37 cars that'll start this 140-lap bullfight, if you want to call it that, here in moments at Bristol. As you see the cars come off turn 4. They'll get one to go this time by. They are using one pit road tonight, so you'll notice in turn 1 and 2 this evening that the cars, or actually you'll see right here, turn 3 and 4, I should say. See that blue line? They are not allowed to go above that blue line on pit road. They have to stay to the inside of it all the way around from turn 2 to turn 1. So it's one pit road here at Bristol tonight. It's round 6 of the Ford Entertainment Group Xfinity Series. It's Bristol virtual, baby. And I think we're green. That might have been the latest start I've ever seen to a race. Oh, we got cars getting crossed up. The 81 is around. Also, the 21. Oh, Mike Kelly sneaks through. Everybody checks up, and just like that, caution is out. That was an interesting start. Gerald Livingston to pit road. John Mustin Jr., I think he started on pit road again this week. Let's see if I can see how this all transpired. This basically started right at the start of this race. I mean, they were nearly to the start-finish line. The green comes out. '81 dives it in there. Back end just comes around and tags the 21 with him. Tyler Dalton gets a piece of it also. Gerald Livingston goes down pit road. Smart move on his part. Looked like unfortunately, the 81 just dove it in there and the back end came around. Tires not totally up to temp yet. And you get too much braking in the rear. That kind of thing can happen here. Let's find Josh Parker in 81. Here he is. You see the back end come around there. He tags it's Dalton. Everybody else checking up. Kevin D. Brown, maybe a little bit of damage. All right, caution out for the first time. 21 trying to get all of his damage fixed. Richard Beasley, he is unfortunately going to lose a lap, it looks like. Nope, I stand corrected. He actually just got held up there waiting for the field to go by. So he's still in the lead lap right now. Glenn Campbell there on the outside. And at 44, looking to have a good run tonight. Pedro Mojica, tired of being the bridesmaid, if you will, to Daniel Falkingham. Wants to get himself a win this evening. Tommy Ryan up there in the 99. Good starting spot for him as he looks to have a good run. Eric Arnold, he had a great qualifying effort back in the Las Vegas race, I think it was. And unfortunately fell through the field. So it looks like Derek Runge will be able to restart there. In the 35th spot, unfortunately for him, going to lose a lot of spots after that caution coming out there. Cars coming to pit road there. Beasley, Dwight Beverly, and Runge in a 21 car. So those three pitted, got damage fixed. The rest of them stayed out. We'll go back green here at lap number 7 here at the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway on iRacing. Appreciate everybody joining us this evening as here we go. Tommy Ryan trying to take that 4th position. You see rear damage on Mojica. And Jared Edwards is spun. So is the 3 of Jeff Ryan. And we have our second caution. Well, Jared just gets loose right in front of Brandon Key there, spins out. The 40 gets a piece. And then Jeff Ryan comes in there hot, and Gerald Livingston going to go around also. And one thing these guys got to do tonight, it's a very slick track here on the early tires. 42 getting a piece of that also. The 1. You just got to let these tires come to you. Let's see what happened to Jeff back here. Everybody check it up. Jeff jumps on the binders and just loops it around into the 41. Or into the 45, sorry. All right, so caution number 2 now on the track. So Jay Randall Watkins did not start the race, so 36 drivers actually taking the green flag. And already our first casualty tonight, so that being Jared Edwards, I should say. Only running 6 laps after that incident and taking his car behind the wall. Looks like Gerald Livingston is also taking his number 96 behind the wall. So short track racing as it is, you're going to see cautions like this. And hopefully as it settles down here, we'll be able to get some green flag racing in. 39, 44, 99, 58, 31. Your top 5 is, should get one to go this time by. I was going to try to bring a driver up, but I knew we were going to be getting one to go really quickly, so let's just wait. And if we get another quick yellow here, we'll talk to one or two drivers under the caution here. Let them all kind of get focused and calm down here as this race has kind of started. Not the best when it comes to the green flag action, but just hang in there. As I've always said, these races will eventually come to them and they'll be fine. Already had 2 caution-free races this season, Las Vegas and Atlanta. 2.5-mile tracks here, so I guess you got to make up for the no cautions in that race with cautions in this race. There we go, pace car in. And Daniel going to get an early jump this time. This might stretch the field out a little bit, so let's see how that works. Oh, Doy Woods getting squeezed by Calantoni in the wall there a little bit. See the 4 with a little bit of damage of Bob Gillenwater. Should mention cameras tonight presented by TrackCams22.com as Gillenwater getting loose trying to hold on to her and does. You can check them out online, TrackCams22.com, also on Facebook and on the iRacing forums. Appreciate Itzvan and for all the hard work that he does. Actually updated oval cameras we've started to use as of last week, so this is actually the most updated Bristol camera set you are seeing tonight here, so appreciate what Itzvan has done for the team. As we are 18 laps completed. And the battle is up here for the 8th, 9th, and 10th position. You see Eric Arnold, the 19 of Tyler Dalton on his outside. Jose Gonzalez looking in outside of Glenn Campbell there. Already seeing a lot of damage on these cars. So we ride with Tyler Dalton. Dalton trying to pass Arnold there on that outside. Arnold doing a good job on that bottom side. Usually a portion of the track that's not really competitive unless you can wear the groove in a little bit. You see Jose Gonzalez trying to battle with Jimmy Coleman there in the 54. As Coleman tries to hold on to the 5th position there. Gonzalez going to keep the 6th spot as Campbell tries to hold on to 4th. Great side-by-side racing everywhere. Appreciate the viewers watching so far this evening. If you're new to the channel, you can, of course, hit the subscribe button and join us each and every night we're on the air. Eric Arnold trying to hold that position there on the bottom lane of Calantoni. Is the thing about Bristol is it is multi-banked. You have 28 degrees up there at the top of the track, and that's the steepest. So because of that, those where the cars were able to get the run off the corner and make the passes up top. So Doy Woods back here battling for position as he tries to get around Kevin D. Brown in the 93 car. 41, E.J. O'Rourke. Mike Kelly also there. Joy being very patient as he allows the race to kind of fall to him here as these cars do go by. You just got to kind of take what you're given at this moment of the race. Mike Kelly making a pass on Doy, who's going to clear himself to the top. That's the one thing you can do to kind of stop the bleeding, if you will, when you're falling back like that. So move Kelly up to a position. Bob Gillenwater now trying to make the move. You see the 56 car, Josh Adams, one of the faster cars in practice. He has fallen back here early in this race also. As you continue to see Eric Arnold work that bottom. Tyler Dalton going to try to make the pass. Calantoni there. There's a long line of cars. It's very surprising that Arnold has been able to hold that bottom as much as he can. Because the more you run that bottom, the tighter the car actually gets because of the way the banking is. It's almost like if you're going to make the pass, you got to do it right away, or else you're going backwards as Fuller and Adams hit each other. Chad Coleman's like, hey guys, none of that. And the body armor car resets himself and keeps going. Falkingham out to a 0.2 of a second lead right now over Tommy Ryan. They got about a second on Pedro Mojica up front right now as you watch this fight. This is the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th positions. I made the joke with these guys earlier. I say, hey, you realize this race could go like 20 minutes. And they're like, yeah, right. And I always share the story that I had a league race here I once broadcasted. Had about 19 people start. 175 laps. We finished in 45 minutes, caution free. Not saying every race will do that here, but it's possible. And as you see already, 40 laps in. John Mustin Jr. back to pit road. As look at the 97 doing a good job. Jeff Hollingsworth down there in that Coast Guard car. This is where the fight is. There's a bunch of battles everywhere. They're leaning on each other, 3 wide. Easy, fellas. Randy Oakham thought about sticking the car where the sun don't shine at Bristol. That's in the middle. So we got this fight going on here. We got the battle that it continues with Arnold and Dalton. And then I've been noticing here on my screen, let's go back further. Here's Josh Parker coming back up here through the field. And then I've noticed these two having an argument back here. The 55 of Brandon Key and Derek Runge in the 21 as Key gets the wall. Brandon already rocking a modified. There you see the postman back there, Charles Woods, running in the 28th position right now. So battles everywhere. That's what Bristol's about. Oh, caution on track. It is Bob Gillenwater. The 4 has gone around. Oh, look. He almost got Daniel. Oh, boy. That could have been bad. Now, here's the tricky part of figuring out what part of pit road. Oh, he's probably waiting on the other cars to get by. What happened to Bob in the Beast TV car? Running behind a 56, Josh Adams gives a little bumper saying hello. Gets up a little high and in contact. Oh, and the 8 finishes him off. Josh Parker getting a piece of it also. Look out for that car. And watch the leader right there. Whoa. All right, leaders on pit road, as I mentioned. All the way around the inside lane, inside that blue line is where you got to go all the way around the track. As Jeff Ryan gets himself a lucky dog. Right side tires going on. Should be 4 tires in fuel. You guys have 3 sets of tires to work with this evening. And Daniel easily going to win the race on pit road over Tommy Ryan. Mojica going to be 3rd. Glenn Campbell. And it looks like DJ Beverly and Jeff Ryan. Ryan got the wave around, so he'll go to the back. But DJ Beverly going to stay out. Bring up a driver we haven't really talked too much. That's Glenn Campbell. Let's bring up the 44 here, running in the 4th position. Whole lot of 4s going on. Glenn, been a little wild out there so far to start this race, but what are you seeing up there in the front?
You know, it's keep yourself clean and keep in rhythm with these guys, and you're not get yourself in any trouble. It's actually easy to run, but don't want to get mired back there in that traffic. Yeah,
traffic seems to be where all the action is right now. Noticing a couple cars being able to run the bottom a little bit to at least hold on to position. Have you noticed any of that, or has it been topside Charlie for you?
I think the bottom side's the way to go. You actually save tires that way, and it actually pretty fast. 3 guys in front of me are fast, so I stayed at the bottom with them and just hung tight with them. They were pulling away a little bit by a couple tenths here or there, but I was very pleased staying on the bottom.
There you go, my man. Well, hey, good luck tonight. Good to see you up front, and see if you can finish it off.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Glenn Campbell running 4th position there. We just got the 2 to go mark, so let's grab another driver. Not so much towards the front, more mid-pack. He's one that's actually corrected me on a couple of things this week. Let's talk to Mike Kelly, running in the somewhere position. Looks like 12th. And Mike, what are you seeing out there? Looks like a lot of action around you.
Yeah, about got killed first lap there. It's always adventurous here at Bristol.
Yeah, the racing, I noticed some bottom groove drivers, some top groovers. Definitely been kind of surprising, so to say, because usually it's a top-hungry track.
Yeah, this car's handling good all over the track. I like the bottom right in the middle's good, so you can drive all over it. Tire wear's good. Going to be a wild one.
There you go, my man. Well, you're getting ready to come back to green, so best of luck in that Verizon Deuce, and we will talk soon.
Hey, thanks, man. Hope to talk to you later.
Yes, sir. You too. And the one that has corrected me multiple times by saying the Colemans are not related.
Just here to help.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Let's get you back to your help me again. Team name.
Turn one here.
Thank you. I'm still remembering. Pardon me. Hey, one of the cool things I haven't been able to show off with the cameras in a couple weeks is some updated action shots. All right. Outside of TV terminology, we call it Turn It Up on the Captain Esports Network as they come off turn 4. Let's do it. There you go. So Falkingham still up front. You see the 58 has gone to P2. Pedro Mojica has jumped up to the second position. Tommy Ryan there in third. Top side Charlie. Here comes Jimmy Coleman to the bottom. Not able to make the move. Back here, look at this wad of Hornets. A nest, shall we call it. Jose Gonzalez there. Anthony Calantoni coming off his worst finish of the season. Glenn Campbell. Kevin D. Brown, the 12th. Scott Simley also in this fight. Oh, by the way, in a mere 11 laps will be the halfway point, which means bonus points will be given away. That's how quick this is going. I'm very surprised with what I heard in both those interviews. Not because of what was said, but what was noticed about how the bottom line is actually holding intact tonight in this race. If you're used to watching a Bristol race on iRacing, it is usually one groove and it is at the top. As O'Rourke trying to bring the 56, Josh Adams through the field. O'Rourke up 10 spots. Jose Gonzalez, the number 26 there, Speedy Gonzalez, Goya car. There you see Glenn Campbell's falling back to the 12th spot. Into the clutches of Tyler Dalton there. Jeff Hollingsworth, DJ Beverly back there. Eric Arnold's falling all the way back to 16th. And then we actually have the biggest mover of the race is in the 17th position right now, and that's Justin Fuller, up 15 spots from the 32nd position to 17th in this race. So I'm used to it, Jeff Fuller racing. Justin Fuller gaining positions. Back here, Kevin DeBrown. And that Toyota Supra looking low on the 84 car. As we come up to 3 laps to go before bonus points are given away for halfway. Got to get what you can get right now. Simley, O'Rourke, Adams, and Kelly, right now your top 10. Here we are, final lap already of the stage. Leaders running the bottom. And through 3 and 4, it'll be to 39 once again, scoring 10 bonus points for winning the halfway stage. All the way down to the 10th position, we'll get bonus points. Looks like everybody from Falkingham, Mojica, Ryan, Coleman, Calantoni, Kevin Brown, Simley, O'Rourke, Josh Adams, and Mike Kelly will be the 10 drivers getting bonus points from 10 down to 1. And now everybody can kind of settle down and go racing for the checkered flag. Adams putting the pressure on O'Rourke. As Bob Gillen Waters returned to the track. Unfortunately, multiple laps down as you see Josh Parker, the 81 car, going a lap down to the field as Kevin Brown blinking out a little bit. Wrong time to do that. Back here, Justin Fuller inside of Tyler Dalton is for 13th. 51 doing a great job trying to take that position away. See 97 of Hollingsworth back there behind him. Campbell kind of shut the door there on the 51 for a second. It's going to cost him a little momentum. Almost lost a spot back to Dalton. Dalton giving a Parker or Mr. Hey, excuse me. Scott Simley up there. And here's your leaders. Still neck and neck through the field. The top three as they're going to go by Jeff Ryan into 3. And 61 laps to go as most of this field is settled down. I say that right as Josh Adams drops underneath O'Rourke here for 8th. You see the 51 of Fuller moving to the top side. He's gone by Campbell. Now going by Gonzalez back there for 12th. Make that 11th position. So Fuller showing some speed here in his 51 as he works his way through the field. First of 2 short track races we're going to have in a row. Of course, Richmond will be next week. Look forward to that race coming up next Sunday night. Dwight Beverly, unscheduled pit stop. He's taking his car behind the wall. We're actually starting to see now what happens when the bottom side starts to get real tight on that 41. You notice he and Mike Kelly's got freight trained. But look at Fuller. He is working his way right up through there and past everyone on the bottom. He might be somebody to play with here in a minute for the lead. 3 wide back here with a lap car outside with teammates on the bottom and in the middle. They clear each other somehow. Still back to 3 wide again. Not going to work this time. O'Rourke, Gonzalez, and Dalton go around. Smashburger, number 26. Unfortunately, going to see some damage from that as 3 wide, unfortunately, did not work the second time around as they were trying to get around the lap car, Jeff Ryan. Ryan doing everything he can to hold that groove up top. They just hit each other hook horns, and nice job by the 44 to squeeze through there. Try to get another look at it in a second here because the leaders are on pit road. There's a kind of a wide view of how it looks on pit road. You go down the back straightaway pits. If you start pretty much later than 24th, I think it is, you got to go to the backstretch pits, and you come all the way around here to the front stretch. Of course, the common sense question you could ask is why you not put a wall there? Ask Bristol. I don't know. Should be 4 tires and fuel for everybody. Race off pit road. Look at this. I think we have a 2-tire guy here. Josh Adams winning the race off pit road. So 50 laps to go. A 9.5 second stop by Josh Adams puts him out front. We'll see what kind of track position he can hold here for the restart of this race with 49 laps to go. If you get a chance, check out Sim500.com if you're looking for somewhere to race, somewhere that races every night of the week. That is your website to check out. Cup Series racing tomorrow night. That should be a pretty good one with these next-gen cars. The NC North Carolina 811, I should say, .org. Cup Series on LSR TV tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. They are going to be at, what's tomorrow's date? The 4th? Richmond tomorrow night, 140 laps there. It's my birthday week, I just realized. Woohoo! Oh, wait, I'm getting older. Never mind. Green flag back out. Josh Adams on 2 tires. Going to fight him up top here. Can Daniel hold the bottom here? He's going to lead the lap. Josh is going to fight with everything he can here. Not going to get it, so Falkingham to the lead. And look who's 4th. Fuller, who we just spoke about, to the outside of Ryan for 3rd. Josh doing a good job holding on with those tires. Pedro's getting in that corner real deep, but he's almost parking it in the corner. Where you're able to see the outside lane kind of continue its advancement. Look at Kevin D. Brown, the 93, coming to the picture. Up, caution back out, trouble for, looking for it. Maybe Kevin England in the Buffalo Wild Wings car. Let's see what happens to the old 127. John Mustian Jr. underneath him. Well, unfortunately, the apron bit him. The apron, he got a piece of it there, and the car went straight up to the wall and goes for the spin to the inside. Unfortunate break for the 127 there. One thing you cannot do at Bristol is clip that apron. It will shoot you up the track so quickly. Right there. Looks like Mustian got the wall also. All right, so caution out for the 5th time here with 41 laps to go. As you saw Woods go by, Charles Woods, the postman, as I'm going to start calling him if he allows me, going by and getting himself a lucky dog. Now, the positive for this happening to Josh Adams is now that these cars got a cycle on their tires, it could potentially put Josh on equal footing here. We shall see, though. As we should get one to go this time by. We do not. Still 2 to go. So I mentioned the Cup Series, of course, in action tomorrow night on LSR TV at Richmond. They had a week off last week from their last race. But as you look at the Sim500 website, sim500.com. Oh, by the way, you got the super late models. They race Tuesday nights if you're a short track fan. They're on VRN Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Then Wednesday night, a truck series race. Transervice Truck Series. They're over on Ghostfire Media at 9 o'clock Eastern. And then Whiskey Oval TV. That's a pretty cool name. Some dirt car racing at 9 o'clock Thursday night. And then a Midnight Thunder League Friday nights at 11 p.m. Extreme Sim TV has that. And, of course, you see us here Sunday nights. So whatever your cup of tea is, they have it for you here, sim500.com. Make sure you check out the website. All right, pace car going to come back in. 37 laps to go. It has been another Daniel Falkingham dominant night, but it has not been easy as Pedro Mojica has been right there with him. Restart Adams, not a good one. Tommy Ryan going to clear to third. Here comes Fuller inside. I say he was. Here comes Adams back. Running the Ryan Blaney LA Coliseum paint. That's the one where Blaney honored Kobe Bryant. And that's where you see the Mamba Forever on the hood of the 56 car. Tommy Ryan getting loose in the 3, and around he goes. This is going to be a big wreck. Campbell's involved. Massive pile up. Eric Arnold, Chad Coleman, Runge, Simley. The Easter Bunny's even involved, I think. The 20 in there. And big caution, 6th time. I think it was a little bit of a braking deal again. This time with Tommy Ryan. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? He had to jump on the brakes, I think, not to hit Mojica. Car comes around. 84 gets in it. 54, 44, 31. And a whole lot of others. Everybody's trying to get out and go. Just played the demo derby here. Boy Woods, heavy nose damage there. The 81 with Parker damage. Let's get one more look here. We'll go on board the... Let's just pick a car, shall we? How about Tyler Dalton? Let's go on board Tyler Dalton. See what happens up at front. One car getting loose to his inside of Holyfield. And there's the wreck. Gets in the 04 a couple times, gets hit himself. There you go. So definitely a lot more cars than you probably think involved in that. 32 laps to go. I'm going to talk to the 58 car here for a second, because this man last week, you could hear the frustration in his voice of not being able to beat Daniel. And here he is tonight, running second to fucking him again, trying to get this win. So I'm going to sneak him up here really quickly. And Pedro, I want to ask you, I heard the frustration in your voice as you were getting tired of finishing second to Daniel. And here you are now, 32 laps to go, running second to Daniel. How you feeling? Can you get to him and can you get around him?
It's going to be tough, man, especially the way this end of the race restarts. It's going to be really hard. I mean, pretty much going to have to make a mistake, or I'm going to have to move him a little bit to get around him. But at this point, I'm pretty happy where I'm at right now. This track, it can be notorious for having batteries, people getting in wrecks and getting involved in other stuff. So happy right now to be where I'm at, and yeah, let's see if we can get it, at least hold on a second, if not try to get the win.
Absolutely. Going back to green here, and I think what he just said, boys and girls, is there's a chance the bumper might get used. That's what I got out of that. So we'll see. Best of luck to him as we move him down to team name, and we come to the green flag. 30 laps to go at Bristol. Slow restart again. Fuller going to get a good run topside. Mohican not up there quick enough as Fuller gets the wall and gets to his outside. From 32nd to 2nd. Question is, can he get to the 39? Oh, got loose on entry. Still trying to hold on to her. Well, he's still trying to hold on. Tough break there on the 51. Unfortunate deal there. Look back here. We got a modified going up into the top 10. Doy Woods. Couple modifieds up here. Should say, Chad Coleman fans that are hoping that he keeps that top 10 streak alive, it is quite possible. He's in an NOS modified. Running in 14th right now. Trying to survive the last 25 laps of this race. As Fuller did get by Adams for 4th. Beasley getting real tight there on that bottom. Trying to take the spot from Parker. I hear somebody spinning. Back here, Tyler Dalton, John Mustian, Sigmund, the 20 also crating around. I can hear the skid marks. As the 7th caution is out. With 21 laps to go. Oh, Mark Creighton gets into the 3 car off the wall. Look out. Dalton nowhere to go. Charles Woods gets in there. That is a common iRacing Bristol wreck right there, where that outside car will catch the wall and the inside car has nowhere to go. It's like a slingshot. Bink. Bink, and they both wreck. Problem is here is the 20 comes up, and ooh, that's a pile driver. right, pit strategy going on here. Some cars coming to pit road. They're going to take a set of tires here, or they're going to get some damage fixed. You see Eric Arnold. $18 laps to go, 7 cautions so far this evening. Been a tough race here, especially when you only have 140 laps to get what you can get. Josh Adams holding on with the 2 tires there, 5th position. Mike Kelly there in 6th. Anthony Calantoni, 7th. Scott Simley there in 8th. Chuck Sweeting, another driver that has completed all the laps so far in the series. He is 9th. And then Doy Woods in the 10th position in the Haviland 28. Here we go, pace cars in. And the 39 on the pedal. Fuller going to try to clear for 3rd. You see the 2 of Mike Kelly going to try to clear for the 5th position back here. And he does so. Might be a common sense answer, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Yes, there are green-white checkers. Sweeting into the wall, makes contact with Beasley back there. Everybody stays straight, though. Or do they? To wreck in Parker into Tommy Ryan. Jimmy Coleman gets a piece also. And the 8th caution comes out. That started, it looked like, with contact between the 10 and 57. You're going to see it right up ahead here. There's the contact. You saw the sparks. Everybody checks up, and, oh, Sweeting gets into it, actually. Depending on how bad his rear looks, I might have just put the broadcaster's curse on him. All right, 11 laps to go. We got cars checking up back here. But safe to say the poo's hitting the fan. We'll come to the green, 9 laps to go this time. Adams been able to hold on with those 2 tires in the 6th position. E.J. O'Rourke up to 12th. He was one of the cars that pitted at lap 100. And at the 107 caution, Runge up to the 14th position right now. New fans of Chuck Sweeting, he is 23rd, still on the lead lap as we get ready to come to the green. Good restart for the 39. And Fuller's going to clear for second. Mojica trying to get back to the bottom as Kevin Brown up top. As they cross the line, 5 laps to go. Will this thing stay green potentially? It's like 4 qualifying laps around this place now. As this fight back here. Jimmy Coleman's in this battle. There's Chad Coleman trying to hold off Runge for 12th. Oh, leaning on each other back here. Oh, Coleman's going to get hit by Arnold. Everybody and up they were going to save it, and then they hit each other. That's going to bring the caution out with 2 to go. Brandon Key and Jeff Hollingsworth. One of those unfortunate situations where I think with Jeff, it probably said car high, but didn't think he was that low. And now they're going away on the pace car. Let's see what happens. Obviously, you see Coleman almost get sideways up ahead. He gets turned almost by Arnold. They save it. They all go to avoid each other. Everybody's okay. Yeah, I think Jeff just misjudged Brandon being right there. Oh, this means that we are going to have green-white checker number 1. There will be 2 attempts at it. It's going to be very interesting to see the list of drivers who have ran every lap now after this is over with. So I'm looking over at the... because Coleman was one of them, and unfortunately he has got damaged. He's actually still in the lead lap, but his top 10 streak is going bye-bye. So he runs 17th. Chuck Sweeting, he's still in the lead lap, so there's 2. As I show you the list as of right now, that's where we were. Josh Adams, he'll be another one. He's right there in 5th. And Eric Arnold's still on the lead lap. So actually all 4 of them who are still in that running after 5 races potentially here if they can finish. Or 6 races, sorry. $1 million question is, can he do it for another 18 races? As we're going to hit the quarter distance of the season after tonight. So Daniel's going to take the outside, it looks like here. So what do we think? Is he going to start early or start late? He's been very inconsistent, which is the way you want to do a restart. I'm going to say he's probably going early here. Especially being on the top side, he can get the run off the corner down the straightaway. See the 51 holding him tight up there so he can't drive down the track. Smart move. He's waiting, and there he goes. Can they get to the white flag? Fuller sends it in deep. They made it. White flag, final lap from Bristol. Down the back straightaway, final time. Fuller going to make one last ditch effort. Not going to be able to get him. 4th win in 6 races. Daniel Fockingham continues to dominate. And a pile up. .35th series win for the 39 car. As he continues to just pile them up one by one by one. Six races in, he's already won, what, 3/4 of them? That's pretty impressive. All right, final results as Daniel blew it up. Bad news for him is the victory lane at Bristol's over off turn 3. As Daniel wins it over Fuller, who has a big-time run tonight, 32nd to 2nd. Kevin D. Brown, 3rd place finish for him. Pedro Mojica, 4th. Mike Kelly, 5th. Josh Adams holds on to 6th. Scott Simley, Anthony Calantoni, E.J. O'Rourke, Richard Beasley, a top 10 for the 10. Randy Oakham gets 11th. Derek Runge finishes 12th. Doy Woods, 13th. Eric Arnold, Jimmy Coleman, 15th. Jose Gonzalez, 16th. The top 10 streak for Chad Coleman ends at 5. He'll finish 17th. Doug Sigmund finishes in the 18th position. 19th going to Chuck Sweeting, who stays on the lead lap. Jeff Ryan, 20th. 21st to Tommy Ryan. Ron Holyfield, 22nd. 23rd, Brandon Key. Oh, that's the rest of your lineup right there. 24th, Charles Woods. Mark Creighton, 25th. John Mustian Jr., 26th. Jeff Hollingsworth, 27th. 28th to Glenn Campbell, I should say. Josh Parker, 29th. Tyler Dalton, Bob Gillenwater, and Scott Stenzel finishing 33rd behind Kevin England. The rest of your finishing order is Dwight Beverly, Jarrett Edwards, Gerald Livingston, and Randall Watkins not starting the race tonight here at Bristol that saw 7 cautions and a green-white checker finish. when it was all said and done tonight. Let's get our top 3 finishers. Let's start with our third place runner tonight, Kevin D. Brown, the 93 car, I should say, tonight. Finishing in the top 3, his first top 3 finish of the season. Kevin, welcome up here. As great run for you from 15th up to 3rd, and what was a wild one?
Oh yeah, definitely. It finally feels good to put together a good finish. We've been running okay all season so far, and it's just at the end of the race, always something ends up happening where we finish up in the back. But it's finally to put something together and get the top 3.
Obviously, this track was playing rough tonight. You were up there in a little bit of those battles as you had to work your way through the field, but just had to take some patience with the cautions happening. Talk about the strategy for you to miss the wrecks.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a couple ones I missed. It was crazy how the strategy went. The top line was really dominant, but you're destroying your right front tire on the top line, so you definitely want to be on the bottom. But every time you go to the bottom, you get people passing you on the top side, and a caution would come out and you get stuck. So we finally like I said, we got lucky. We stayed on the top the whole time, and cautions came our way, and we didn't destroy our stuff.
Yeah, great job tonight. Congratulations on the top 3 this evening, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Oh yeah, Chris Caboo for painting the Racing Pride paint scheme. Shout out to them for also sponsoring the car. Sim500, and you guys for putting on the beautiful show. Can't wait to watch it.
Absolutely, brother. Greer, South Carolina is Kevin Brown. Is that where you're from?
Yes, sir.
Just wanted to check, because sometimes they're like, Greer, South Carolina. I've never even been there.
Right? They're like, Greer. Like, what is that?
Where's Greer? I've never heard of it. I've heard of it because I live next door in Georgia. But hey, congratulations, and enjoy your night.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, you too, buddy. Kevin Brown finishing in the 3rd position this evening. That would be kind of awkward, wouldn't it? Second place finisher, Justin Fuller. There he is down here hanging out in the team name channel, probably talking to Daniel about how he was trying to catch him and things like that. But Justin, sorry to interrupt the convo there, but second place finish for you. Easily the drive of the night from 32nd to 2nd. I would say during that race, nothing happened in front of you.
Yeah, we decided to run last minute, didn't qualify, and kind of drove to the field, got a speeding penalty, had to go to the back again, and worked my way back through the field, and definitely had the class car of the night. Just wish we could have had a little bit of a long run at the end there to catch him past Daniel.
Looked like you might be kicking yourself the first time you took second. Got a little loose there, maybe too much brake on the bottom, and back end about swapped on you, but you were able to fight back, but I'm sure you're kicking yourself for that.
Yeah, it didn't help anything either, because I couldn't work the restarts, the last couple we had there, so I was back a row, but nonetheless, I'm not even sure what happened. I didn't change anything in the brake bias. I didn't change my line or anything. I don't know. I just hit a bump wrong, or I have no idea what happened there, but we were able to save up, and I watched a lot of guys do the same thing tonight and just spin out, so luckily we were able to catch it, and it took me a few laps just to cool that right rear tire back down and get back into my rhythm and get going again, and then we still had another caution, so cautions kind of ruined all my runs tonight.
Well, it still worked out second place run on a night where you decided at, 8:50 you were going to race tonight, so great job on that, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, send a shout out to admins at Sim500, Ford Entertainment Group for sponsoring this series, you for putting on the broadcast, all my teammates at Aftermath Motorsports, especially Trey Edson for painting all these cars, looking good. I know this car ain't much, but gets the job done. So thanks to, I think I said you putting on the broadcast. I'll go back and watch it tomorrow at work. So I'm sure it was a good little show. Hopefully, I know it was a few more yellows probably than what anybody liked, but nonetheless, it was a fun time.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight, and congratulations on your P2.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. Justin Fuller finishing in the second position behind Amanda I'm getting to know really well here in Victory Lane. And that is Daniel Falkingham. He might be the one person that knows me by first name basis now here in Victory Lane. But congratulations on that, and another win for you. Dominant effort. However, it wasn't easy in the end.
Yeah, just old Fuller, old Justin who came up there at the end, and I had to do my best. Just keep all 4 tires on the racetrack, make sure not hit the wall, just run my line. I knew we had it covered because even if he got to me, I had that outside lane too. So, but it was just all came down to track position at the end of the race there. So, thankfully we had it. We hung on and got another win.
I did notice during that run when he took second the first time before he got a little loose there behind you, I couldn't help but notice that you ran your fastest lap that next time by.
Oh yeah, that was just me. That was like the freshest tires I had, so I just wanted to run a fast lap, just get the purple lap on the board, get that extra point and whatnot. And now, just want to run that fast lap, see what we could run. So just kind of get bragging right.
For those who don't watch Formula One, that's called a Red Bull lap, what he just explained. So, hey, fourth win in 6 races. I know, obviously, you're the winningest driver in this series, but it's still got to feel good to come out here every week and know that you have a shot to win and at least be up in there.
Yeah, of course. Of course, I never take any win for granted, too, because I know these are always tough to win no matter what. Some might think it looks easy, but it's harder than it looks. So just being able to have the speed each and every week, no matter what track we go to, always feels good. It's always refreshing. And, yeah, it definitely feels good to keep on winning, do all that. But yeah, it's just more importantly, just, having the speed every race is important. And thankfully, I haven't lost it yet. So, but yeah, so it always feels good to win because, this can be a tough crowd over several races and stuff. So just glad we're able to do that right now. So
there you go, man. Congratulations, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Yep, just got to thank January 31st as always. First 3 base laps 207. Got to thank you for putting on the broadcast. You was always doing the one-man show. I got to thank all the guys who run the show, Sim500, Joey, Jimmy, and everyone else. Thanks to everyone who races each and every week. Thanks to everyone at Team Name, Pedro Mojica, Kevin Brown, Chad Coleman, Doy Woods, Richard Beasley, and anyone else I'm missing. Josh Parker as well. Thanks to all those guys. Thanks to everyone in North Force Racing, Preston Gilson, on the whole crew over there, David Vince, and all my teammates, Tyler, Dylan, Daniel, and Parker. Also, shout out to SRD Setups, Sim Racing Development. If you need any setups, go check out SRDsetups.com. Thanks to all the fans who watch each and every week. Thanks to Ford Entertainment Group for all they do for the series. Thanks to friends and family for all the support.
There you go, man. Congratulations on win number 4 and win at Bristol.
All right, I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you.
Too, buddy. Absolutely. As Daniel Falkingham, the winner tonight from the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway here on iRacing. We appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. And what a great race it was here from the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway, as I mentioned. Next week, we go to Richmond Raceway, a little bit bigger track, a little different shaped to the northeast. 3/4 mile race. If you watched the Cup race today, that's the track. We'll be there next Sunday night here, 8:45 Eastern time. So we look forward to being at the virtual Richmond Raceway for that. So with that said, enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. As you haven't learned by now, you've figured it out. This isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya.